exciting brand of football. Not just throwing the rock, but taking it themselves, too.
Yep, these are two of the guys who really epitomize the direction that this position's going in the modern NFL.
Yep.
Pocket passers, they'll have their place. They always will. But a lot of teams look to somebody like this as a default. A great passer, but someone who can also mix in plenty of rushing yards and keep that defense honest.
Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're underway from the bank. On the return, here comes Justice Hill. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Following the kick return, we've got somebody shaken up, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's attended to. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw right away. Into the hands of Likely. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Brought to the ground by Dante Jackson.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They go play fake with Jackson. Complete Derrick Henry. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. That stop made by T.J. Watt.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
3rd and just 2 to go. Henry's going to try to pick it up. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. No gain there, and that'll bring up 4th and a few.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, well, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
The Ravens going to punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. Fair catch the signal, and he brings it in at the 23. So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. Leading them out to man in his 13th NFL season and rising quickly up the career leaderboards, Russell Wilson.
Kate, Russell Wilson's one of the NFL's most experienced quarterbacks. He's also one of the winningest quarterbacks, even with a couple bumps in the road in Denver. Remember, over that decade in Seattle with Pete Carroll and the Legion of Boom, there wasn't a quarterback that won more games in the history of the league over the first 10 years. 9 times to the Pro Bowl as well. Put a supporting cast around him, give him a run game and a defense, and Russell Wilson still knows very well how to play this game.
Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Here's 2nd and 2. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Wilson to throw on 3rd and 2. He's on the move. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
That's just the case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
On 4th down, it's Corliss Waitman on for the Steelers to punt this away. Tylan Wallace on the return for the Ravens. Takes this in at the 25. And he's brought down before the return gets far. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And the Ravens will go on offense. They're set up at the 35 now. First down, here's Lamar. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. From the 42. Fires right away, but incomplete. Looking for the back that time. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short?
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Here's Henry on the option. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Running once more with Henry. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Changing it up here, Jackson. Brought in inside the 20. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. 35 on the pickup. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
On 1st down, Jackson. On the move, headed right. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
2nd and 3 now. Lamar now from the gun. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown! The Ravens take a 6-0 lead in the 1st quarter. If you're going to complete that one successfully, Brock, you need the perfect throw. Just the right touch. And you also need a guy who can go up and get it just like that.
Yeah, need to be able to muscle somebody off the ball if you're not alone. And call me a little biased. Go ahead. I don't care.
You're biased.
But the success of that play does come down to the timing of the throw, Kate. If you don't throw it on time to that exact spot, you run out of room, and you don't give yourself that kind of chance.
Justin Tucker to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Cordero Patterson now to return. He stopped on the return at the 27. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense for their second drive of the game. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3-and-out to begin this game. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Austin put in motion right. Okay, the wide receiver is going to get it to begin the drive. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Adds just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
From the 31. Finds his back, Jalen Warren.
That defense, it'll give up that completion every time. They don't just like it, they love it. Because it creates a fun little race between everybody coming downhill to go make that tackle, or in this case, run him right out of bounds.
And the Ravens go in nickel, 3rd down. Shotgun snap for Wilson. Escapes the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Kate, I wish every fan could just get the perspective on the field. When you stand on the sidelines, you realize how fast this game is. And as a QB, you've got to understand. When you get that amount of time, you've got to get rid of the ball. Because this game moves in a hurry.
The Steelers set to punt it. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. He has it at the 33. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. 58 yards on the punt there. And they're going to take over possession. The Ravens trotting out their offense. And their goal is going to be doubling that 7-0 lead they have so far. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. Brushes him off with ease. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Out of the option, he's going to keep it going right. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. That stop made by T.J. Watt. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
I can promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Caught by Flowers. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
From the gun, a run for Henry. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be second down.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Taken in by Likely. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Now Jackson on 3rd down. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Staring at 4th down, the Ravens will go with Justin Tucker to try for 3. The upright's 31 yards away, dead ahead. Tucker's kick is up and good. And they come away with some points on that series.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points, not what you were looking for on the call sheet.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Patterson now to return it. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. On the carry, this is Najee Harris. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Ross out of the pistol. Throw secured by George Pickett. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Now Wilson on the play fake. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's on the move. Gets out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Trying to get outside here with Harris. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Wilson now from the gun. That's caught for the 1st. And he'll head out of bounds at the opponent's 35. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, He's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
They're set up at the 35 now. Wilson now, 1st and 10. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Now running for the first time with Jalen Warren. And his drive up the middle gets him about 3. That's Odafe Owe with a stop.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Throwing on 3rd, Wilson. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
Facing 4th down, the Steelers opting for the field goal. Chris Boswell out to do the honors. From the left hash, this will be from 50. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's Tylan Wallace on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the gun, Jackson. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
Out of the gun, Henry. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
Here's 2nd and 11. This finds Likely. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
1st and 10 from the 41. Lamar out of the pistol. Into the hands of Likely. And they bring him down around the 34. 2nd and 3 now. They send a tight end in motion. Play action. Here's Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. Neither side separating much so far. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back at beginning of the 2nd quarter, Ravens in possession. They'll need a big play to continue a nice drive. It's 3rd and very long. Now Jackson. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They strike for 23 yards. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
To the line we go. They're set. 1st and 10. They motion the slot man right. And he's able to rip off a chunk of red zone yardage to the 10. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Receivers running the ball, well, that's become commonplace in the NFL now, and that includes down here in the red zone. In close, a lot less space to work with. You really love your most elusive players to get their hands on the ball.
They'll send him over right. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Yet another example why the ball finds its way in this guy's hands time after time. He's a playmaker, and he knows how to get the yards they need. Maybe not a ton there, but enough to move the sticks.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Henry. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Once more, here's Henry. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. 3 yards on the run. It's going to be 3rd and goal.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
Jackson has it, 3rd and goal. Chased out to his right, and they will score. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a 13-point lead. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Tucker able to tack on the extra point. And the Ravens double their lead to 14. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Ball at the 33 for first down. From the gun, it's Wilson. It's taken in by Williams. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Going right side, Harris with it. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Second down now, 7 to go. Russ now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Here we go, third and less than a yard. They'll try to run it with Harris. And they make the stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line. Give them 3 on that game. And that's a Steelers first down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Harris gets it on the counter. This is ahead for about 5. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Staying on the ground with Harris. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
A third down run with Harris. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Harris once more. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
Russ off the play fake. Caught by Freiermuth. And he's able to get this down to the 13. That's good for 7 yards. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Tough one to retain through that hit. So it'll be 2nd down. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind them, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested captures, and he couldn't.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Russ is cooking again. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
Facing 4th down, the Steelers opting for the field goal. Chris Boswell out to do the honors. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Dicker connects there. And that'll get him back to 11.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Hill now to return it. He's stopped on the return at the 27. We see the Ravens making their way out now. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. He's going to push one deep down. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Tucker on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens push their lead to 18. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. They managed 3 on their last drive, but down inside the red zone, disappointing not to come away with a touchdown. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. Trying for the deep ball. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
This is Harris on second down. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Shotgun snap for Wilson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
Desperation's a tricky thing, Kate. You love defenses when they're desperate and they're just playing on edge. But offensively, you're in a hole like this, the worst thing you could do is get desperate in a sack. Oh, it only adds further insult to injury.
Corliss Waitman out there again to punt this away. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Ravens and Lamar Jackson are ready to go again on offense. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. The tight end going in motion right. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Taken in by Likely. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
This is Henry on second. And that's good for a gain of 5. Metten stopped by Alex Highsmith. Give him 5 yards to bring up a manageable 3rd and 1.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Has a hole left, room to run. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens can make it a 4-score game as they lead by 24. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. They broke out the design, run from there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, KQB, do your thing, get a 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
Tucker adds the PAT. And the Ravens continue piling on to this lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. The Steeler offense set to get back on the field. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Wilson on 1st and 10. Freiermuth there to bring it in. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Brandon Stevens in on the tackle.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, That pass can hum in there, and there's nothing this defense can do.
Wilson now off the play action. Got Williams, and it's complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a pickup of 26. And that's a Steelers first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Now an inside handoff to Harris. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Running behind center with Harris. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. A 1-yard gain on the play. And it'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Shotgun handoff to Warren. He's contained at the line for no gain. Giving that tackle to Kyle Van Noy. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
A give left side. Here's Harris. Space to the left. And he's finally hauled down at the 12. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Steelers first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Now Wilson on the play fake. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. George Pickens the touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Chris Boswell for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers make it an 18-point game. Now Boswell on to send this away. Wallace with a return here. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Ravens are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. Flush down out to his left. He takes it himself. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
From the gun, a run for Henry. And he's brought down for a loss.
Hey, range? Range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the Inner Harbor. The Ravens driving ahead. Offense to the line for second down. Lamar now from the gun. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Third and 4 coming up now. From the gun, Jackson. Complete beyond the marker. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Here's Lamar. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. And again, it's Jackson. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Tucker on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Ravens grow their lead yet again. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Patterson now to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Steelers and Najee Harris making their return to the field. And we'll see if they try to establish some positive momentum before halftime here, Brock, or if they just choose to head off and lick their wounds. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Wilson now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. The Steelers calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 36. Throw complete to Williams. And he'll get it up to the 44. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun here. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Second down now, 7 to go. Wilson to throw again. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. He'll throw it. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
One final shot before halftime. He's going to lob one deep down the left sideline. Big gain downfield. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half. So late in the half, Brock, why not take a shot downfield? And their prayers are answered as they come up with that late touchdown.
You know, this is just a case of who wants it more. If you're in that secondary, all you're thinking is knock the ball down.
Yeah.
Even if you make some contact, right? They rarely call pass interference on plays like that. But somehow, some way, the ball winds up as a touchdown.
That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers make it an 18-point game. So we've reached halftime here in Baltimore. The Ravens flying into the break with a lead. Now it's down to Florida, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by in Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports studios. This is the Halftime Report. The first half belonged to the reigning NFL most valuable player, number 8, Lamar Jackson. How about these numbers? 3 touchdown passes, plus 2 touchdown runs. Just an absolute masterclass in those first 2 quarters.
All right, thank you, Coach. And we are back and about set to begin the second half. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Patterson now to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. We'll see the Steeler offense first this half as they're headed out now. And we've seen some matching touchdowns as of late, so the scoring coming at a good clip, Brock. Let's see if they can keep this up.
You know what's fun, Kate? After all of these years, I have friends that are offensive guys, friends that are defensive guys. And my friends watching this one offensively love it. The defensive guys, they're climbing up their walls.
First down, here's Russ. Rolling left, buying some time. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
1st and 10 from the 41. Russ now from the gun. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because the quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Caught by Freiermuth. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
A run for Warren here to start the 3rd. And they stop him after a good run that takes him down inside the 40. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now. Russ off the play fake. And that's incomplete, and he's happy to have that one fall compared to, well, the alternative. Looked like it was going to be picked there.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Wilson on 3rd down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Here's Harris. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs.
Yeah, I don't care that they didn't get it. Still the right call in that situation. It's a little too long for a field goal, and a punt really nets you very few yards. The decision-making was sound. It was the execution that let them down.
The Ravens ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. It's an option right that begins this drive. And he gets him around 6 there. Tackling like his dad, Joey Porter Jr. making that play. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
They bring a tight end in motion right. Trying down the middle with Henry. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Running once more with Henry. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Changing it up here, Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of this. Brought to the ground by Dante Jackson.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Into the hands of Likely. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Deshaun Elliott with that tackle.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Jackson now on 3rd. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
No one picks him up, and he reminded everyone in the building why that's a major mistake. The linebacker's athleticism on full display. A sack in under 2 seconds? That's a select group of players on the planet who could pull that off.
Baltimore lined up in punt formation. And he'll try to have his 2nd punt top his 1st one. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And this one ventures out of play on the fly. The question is where it's marked. Looks like they'll say the 17-yard line. The Steelers' offense headed out. They're coming off a 4th down try that didn't work in their favor. Let's see how that might affect the approach they take this time out. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. And carried by Harris here to start the drive. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
Hey, even though that was an excellent run, I got to talk about the receivers here, Kate, because 9 times out of 10, you see a run like that in this league, 10+, you know those guys on the outside are doing their job, shining as blockers, keeping those defenders away from the back.
Wilson now, 1st and 10. It's taken in by Williams. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the 2 defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
2nd and 3 now. Shotgun snap for Wilson. Quick slant, that's Williams. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. That's a pickup of 9. And that's a Steelers 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
1st down throw from Wilson. That throw finds Pickens. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. On play action now, Wilson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized